What up, what up, family? And welcome to the Hear My Heart show, where this is the place where we meet real faith and we tell the truth in love. Okay, this is not the show where we pretend. This is the show where we heal, and we laugh when it's funny, we breathe when it's heavy, and we let God be God, period. All right. So if you've ever been through something that should have taken you all the way out, but you're still here, yeah, baby, this episode is going to definitely be for you. So go ahead and hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and comment, I am here. All right. Because that's what I need. Let me tell you, today's guest is that kind of woman where you look at her and think, she's calm, but her testimony is like season finale material. Okay. And family, I want to introduce to you a newly married wife. She's a proud mom living in Kentucky. Okay, that probably wasn't the right accent. Nevertheless, in a whole powerhouse. Okay, she's a dedicated worker, a small business owner, content creator, and a motivator who uses her platform to remind people they can still become their best selves even after life has tried them. Her journey has been shaped and fixed by God, and she's here with a message that's simple but that's super strong. I don't look like what I've been through. Okay. And baby, today we're going to talk faith. We're going to talk about marriage, divorce, and some other stuff, okay, in between. But what it looks like to keep going with God. Family, I'm about to bring to the stage a lady that shares my name. Her name is Mrs. Tiffany. Hey, sugar. Let me
Hey,
give you a
hey,
clap.
hey, good afternoon.
We got to clap it up for you. We got to clap it up for you. Got to clap it up for you. So do me a favor. Tell me this. This is something that I do with every single VIP that comes on the stage. I want to know. I got to get nosy in your life. What are you thankful for right now in this season of your life?
I am thankful for a sound mind. Like, I'm telling you, I can give you a list, but we're going to start right there. I am thankful for the sound mind, the mental state that I'm in now.
That is appreciative because I kid you not, that sound mind is something that we need. Like, I need that sound mind. I need that peace. I need to have, because I kid you not, if my mind is all jumbled up and such, then what's going to get productive? What's going to
Right.
happen if I'm all over the place? So that sound mind and knowing right from wrong and having that clear understanding. You are not about to bring out my country accent, though. I'm gonna tell you
That's
that
okay.
now.
I heard that Kentucky. Kentucky. I heard it, girl. And that's fine because that's exactly what I sound like. Because let me tell you, when I go out of town, they're like, you got to be from the South. I'm like, where you think I'm from? Kentucky, Georgia, something. That's right, Kentucky. Y'all see it? That's
You
exactly where
better
I'm
rep it.
from.
Better rep your state. You better
Born,
rep it, okay?
listen, born and raised. I don't like the country. I don't like farms and stuff like that. I don't do none of that. I'm the city part of Kentucky, but I'm from Kentucky.
Mad at you for that, kid you that, because I'm not gonna lie. I would have immediately went country. Immediately. But that's probably maybe stereotype. I own it, maybe possibly. But I just Kentucky has no cities to me. It does. I'm being a jerk. But in my brain, it's just all country
A
everywhere.
lot of people think that. A lot of people think that. I
Yeah.
get it. It's okay. I get it.
But thank you for making me aware that it's not all country though. So I appreciate that. So you said something once before, that you said your journey has been shaped and fixed by God. What was the turning point where you realized God was rebuilding you?
Whew, which I have a lot of different things. I'm telling you, my life can be, I can have some seasons. I
Okay.
could be on Netflix or something. However, the turning point for me was last year. I lost my stepfather in 2020, December 2024, got and helping my mom get through that. And then in March, my dad went in the hospital and was in there for almost 2 months. I have bonus siblings, however, they're out of state. So technically, I'm the only one. I'm the only child biologically my parents have. So therefore, I'm having to help mom, help dad, my mental state was gone. Gone. I often tell people I was born and raised in the church. I still go to church, but that period of time, I was just going.
Mhm.
You know,
Wow. Honest.
um, I had to get myself together real quick because the devil wanted me to clock out. The devil wanted me to have panic attacks. The devil wanted me to do all kind of sorts of things. But I had that talk with God, and like when I was going to the hospital with my dad, because I was having to talk for him. Like he literally was. They didn't know from one second to the other, but like I told him, the God that I serve is much bigger and better than any words that you're saying. And I told myself, if my daddy comes up out of this hospital, then I'm getting my life together. Like that's it. He won't be able to tell his testimony for a while because he was so weak. I said, but I'm gonna tell it. And ever since then, like I've told myself, it's time. It's time. So that's when the turning point was, is when my daddy came up out of the hospital and he's now working. He's back to work. I mean, the doctor told us, like, told him he's very, very special because what he had, we don't even know. He went in for pneumonia. Let me just put that. He went in for pneumonia and then it turned into everything else, like couldn't breathe, and it turned into ARDS, which is acute respiratory distress syndrome. But they told me that most people either don't make it out or if they do, they're permanently on oxygen. Well, my daddy made it out and he's not on oxygen.
Come on, come on, girl. You know how to get a prayer through then. So that let me tell you my long list so you can pray. Okay, I'm playing.
Girl, I
Really?
will not
So he's so
listen because like we I'm just blessed. I'm thankful.
yeah.
That right there, I'm thankful. He's alive, he's
Mhm.
living, and that right there tells me how good our God is. How when we pray to him, we have to be specific. And granted, I didn't want my daddy to be in that shape. I wanted him to come right out the next day, but I had to be patient. Not only was I patient, but I also set forth the stage to let them doctors know, yeah, I'm listening to what you're saying, but the God that I serve, he's already got it worked out. You can say whatever you want, but he's already got it worked out. And my
Wow.
dad came out. He was in a nursing rehab facility for a
Mhm,
couple weeks, and I got him
mhm.
home. And PT was maybe there for a week or so, and he's back
Okay.
working.
Wow. So he's like fully functioning. You can't tell anything was wrong with him, kind of functioning.
With as far as that, he doesn't have
Uh-huh.
any symptoms or anything from that, which he is disabled anyways. Like had nerve damage. He was an athlete like me. He
Okay.
has congested heart failure, but he's
Okay.
still working. Like
Yeah.
he's still getting around. He might be slow sometimes, but he's still getting
Mhm.
around.
But he's still moving.
He has no side effects or any type of effects from that illness with his lungs.
Wow. Well, we thank the Father for that because that is absolutely beautiful. Everybody hasn't been able to make it out. And so for you to
Correct.
be able to have that testimony, for him to be able to have that testimony, that is an absolute blessing. I'm grateful that he's still here.
Yes, girl. Yes, me too. Me too.
Yeah, I'm grateful. When you say you don't look like, or I should say, when you say I don't, I'm going to personalize it because I'm going to
Mhm.
quote you on there. Well, I don't look like what I've been through. What parts of your story are you talking about? What did you survive? What is it what's something that people wouldn't have ever guessed that you survived out of?
I don't look like I've been through as far as my whole life. Let me
Yeah.
just say that my whole life. Um, I am my daddy's girl. However, my daddy lived in Illinois, so therefore I didn't really like get to go around the corner to see him. You know what I'm saying? And my mom raised me here in Kentucky, and I struggled with wanting males. So I put myself in many situations, from domestic abuse, with physical, mental, verbal. Um, and I struggle with it, from that to being cheated on, being abused. I put myself in situations because I wanted to be loved
Mm,
by a
okay.
male.
Okay.
My daddy loved me. My daddy took care of me. All that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Just not being around him like I wanted to put a toll on me, and from childhood all the way up. There was many
Hmm.
situations where I could have been dead. I've been out partying, shot up in the club. I could have been
Really?
dead. Like I've put myself in so many situations to where I should have I should have been gone a long time ago. But
Okay.
God,
But
I put myself in many situations, and that's because I always wanted love. I put myself in many relationships that I had no business being in because I wanted to be loved and I was scared to be alone was my
okay.
issue. So me put myself in a relationship, like I said, I've been cheated on, physically abused. I've been money taken from me, just taken advantage of, basically.
Mhm.
And I'm a people person. I have a kind heart, and I do anything for anyone. And yeah, it got me in all kind of stuff, basically.
Mhm.
But
I
God,
believe.
I'm
But
here. And
God.
the thing about it is regardless of what I'm going through or what I went through, no one would ever know.
Okay.
Because the person you're seeing right now, this is how I am all the time. My husband
Wow.
tell me my face is tore up, but I don't I don't know my face be tore up. Then nothing be wrong. I blame my daddy for that. Like he's
Thank
like
you.
that all the time. And now my daughter's like that. I'm like, oh Lord, we done passed it down.
It's a gene that you just end up passing down. I get it because for the longest I had to work on my facial expressions. Then I got to the point where I'm like, I'm not gonna even try it. It tells you how I'm feeling. So you just kind of know I'm a jovial individual, period. I'm always an upbeat, high energy individual. So I'm just like, hey, what you get is what you get. You see it, this is what you're gonna get. If you don't like it, I'm not your cup of tea. It's okay. I feel like I'm kind of like dark chocolate. I'm an acquired taste. So if you don't want to
Good
be around
one. Good
it,
one.
it's a-okay with me. So I totally understand how you're feeling with that. Because the minute that I'm not this super individual, like, hey, good morning, yo, mornings, it does take me a little bit to get into. But my husband had experienced that one time, and I just wasn't, hey, upbeat, boo, 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 boo. He was like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I just don't feel like bopping all over the place right now, but I'm okay. But because he's so used to me being this
Mhm.
cheerleader kind of individual, when I'm not that, yo, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. But it's a passed down trait. All of my kids look like that. You know what's going on.
Mhm.
Poker face is horrible. Poker face
Yes.
is super horrible. You said something that you felt like you had been taken advantage of. That things just went differently, even though life changed and life spun out for you. You don't look like what you've been through. What part of your healing would you say required forgiveness? Either if it was for yourself, someone else, or both of them.
What part required forgiveness?
Mm-hmm.
That I'm real as it gets.
Mm-hmm.
My ex-husband, I had to forgive him
Okay.
for what I went through, what he put me through at the end, and what he put my child through, and what my child's going through now. It was really, really hard. Before I got on this journey that I'm on right now,
Mm-hmm.
really hard because at that point in time, I called myself T Money back in the day.
Okay.
And my T
Okay.
Money phase was, I'm gonna get you back. I was the get back type of person.
Mm-hmm.
I run up to your house, whatever, like that was me.
Okay.
Um, but on the journey that I'm on now, I had to forgive. It's hard to
Wow.
forget things, but I had to
Mm-hmm.
forgive. And that was one of my videos, my motivational videos that I did not too long ago was about forgiveness. And a lot of people think just because you forgive somebody that you have to reconcile with them and be all in their face. But what they
Mm-hmm.
don't know is in the Bible, it tells you, if possible,
Mm-hmm.
if possible. Yes, we are, forgiveness is a must.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
having to reconcile with them and be in their face, that's
Mm-hmm.
optional because it's the if. And if they're not meaning no good to you, then
Mm-hmm.
you don't
Mm-hmm.
have to be in their face again. Forgive
Mm-hmm.
them, yes. That's the
Yep.
ticket. But so I had to really study that
Mm-hmm.
because, when it comes to our kids,
It's a
that's not,
different beast.
man, it will open up a whole nother door. But I had to. I had to. It's still a everyday journey because we're human.
Mm-hmm.
Um, But I told myself there's no point in me stressing over. There's no point in me worrying over it. There's no point in me trying to get back at him or anybody else connected to him, because at the end of the day, the God that I serve has the biggest get back that me or anyone else can ever get. And
Yeah.
he will take care of whatever needs to be taken care of accordingly in his time. I don't
Hmm.
have to do nothing but stay on this journey that I'm on.
Yeah.
And
That's big.
that's just where I'm at right now with it.
Hmm.
I do have my days because
Hmm.
I have to see my child.
Yeah.
I have to deal with whatever he's going through emotionally, mentally, or whatever.
Hmm.
So I do have my days, but that's when I go into prayer.
Uh-huh.
I
Hmm.
go into prayer, and I try to just speak positive because the tongue is powerful.
Yeah, it
And
is.
a lot of times we put ourselves in situation by what we speak about. And I just try to be positive, speak positive on it, speak positive on my son, speak positive on his mental and emotional state, and just
Hmm.
know that everything's going to be okay in due
Hmm.
time. Right now might not be the time for it to get together,
Yeah,
but God has it already worked out.
that's
Has it
big.
already worked out. Um,
That's big.
that was my biggest thing when it came to
Hmm.
forgiveness.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's
And
big because that forgiveness is something that's major. It's helpful and it's healthy for us to do that here. But I think, like you said, that a lot of people feel like when you're forgiving, you have to automatically reconcile, and that's not a true. Sometimes reconciliation is not a good goal or go-to for us to have. Like, I'm gonna forgive you. I need to forgive you. I need to forgive me for the choices that I allowed you to make in my life and the decisions that I made that, happened in that particular situation. But reconciliation does not have to be married to one another. Forgiveness, yes, but the reconciliation part, and I think sometimes that's what our biggest struggles is as
mhm,
individuals, as humans, is we figure I'm not forgiving you because when I forgive you, that means you got to come back into my space. No, boo boo. That's not what has to happen. So once
no,
we really realize it's nice to have reconciliation if it can happen, but it does not necessarily mean that. And the minute that us humans can really grasp that concept, I forgive you, and understood, I'm going to remember a lot of things that happened. Well, we have to sometimes divorce the memory from that moment, and I don't have to put myself back into that particular place. I'm still going to forgive you. I remember it, but I ain't
mhm,
got to stir up all those emotions that happened behind that. So I love the fact that you're on that journey. And I'm only saying on that journey because I think sometimes forgiveness is a continual thing. It's not
mhm,
just like I've done it. Like I might see you and I'm like, ooh, even with the babies, we happen to see the babies and we're like, man, you look like, all right. Thank you, Father. All
mhm,
right, I still got to go through that particular process. So I understand that, especially with divorce. I'm been divorced too, so I totally understand that. What did you have to unlearn to stop replaying the pain, um, and to start really walking in um, your freedom? I guess I should say it that way.
I can't. I have forgiven him, but I'm still really struggling,
Hmm. Honest.
just because of what transpired. There was
Hmm.
an event that transpired that was physical,
Okay.
and my children are around. So, like, I'm kind of struggling with the PTSD part of that. Um, so, and I legally can't be around him. We can't.
Okay.
Um, but like when I do pass by, there
Hmm.
are some days that I still struggle. Like I go into full blown PSD, like, I'm looking and just
Hmm.
paranoid. It
Hmm.
is getting better.
Hmm.
I have therapists on board, I have a
Good.
psychiatrist on board. So I'm
Hmm.
trying to take all my proper steps to getting me completely
Hmm.
over everything,
Uh-huh.
But in the meantime, in between time,
Hmm.
I try to really stay prayed up.
Good.
I
Hmm.
try to stay prayed up. Um,
Hmm.
Even when I am going through my little stage
Hmm.
of moody or scared or whatever my emotional state is, I try to stay prayed up.
That's good.
Even if it's me listening to music or
Hmm.
me crying it out, I'm praying and crying, I'm praying and singing.
Mhm.
And I will say that now that I started this journey and I have been doing the videos that I do, because I post videos on Facebook,
Mhm.
most of them
Yes.
about life, period.
Mhm.
And that helps me get through my problems, mindset, or whatever, because I'm holding myself accountable by
Mhm.
doing that. And I like
Okay.
helping people. I love people. I'm a people
Yeah.
person. So
Mhm.
me helping someone else is also helping me.
Mhm.
Me having to help them means I have to post videos. So
Okay.
therefore I have to study the word to be able to
Mhm.
know what I know so I can post it. So it's a
Mhm.
win-win situation for them, for me, for everyone.
Great.
And we
Great.
learning the word, because there's a
Uh-huh.
lot of things that we've been brought up on while in church that man has taught us. And
Mhm.
it's just been like a tradition. But in
Mhm.
reality, when we get to studying the word, we get to realizing that's not how it's supposed to be. You know, so we still learning. We might be almost 40, but we learning, you know. And that's
Mhm.
the thing, is everyone has the opportunity to unlearn things that we were brought up on. You just have to get in the word, you have to get in the book, and you have to learn it for yourself. That's
Mhm.
the only way we're gonna know. Or
Only.
word of mouth, or doing what we're supposed to do as Christians, teaching the
Mhm.
word, talking, correcting
Mhm.
things is another thing. So that's why I'm going to continue. I told myself I'm going to continue the videos, because I'm holding myself accountable and it helps my mental state. And I'm learning the word along with trying to help others.
Yeah, I love the videos. By the way, I definitely have to tell you, I love the videos. And
You
matter
love
of
to
fact,
see anything, girl. I'm out
you
here
know,
sparking, making money. I'm out here posting videos about God. You liable to see me on there doing a TikTok with my kid. Like, you liable
and
to see anything.
I love it. Like that's exactly what it's all about. Because we all grow in different ways, and there are
Mhm,
certain ways that I might talk to an individual that it may not reach them, but you showing up, you dancing, you doing whatever it is that you got to do. That might reach somebody, and then you got word that goes along with it because that's what helps our battle. That's how we stay equipped. Yes, prayer works, and I am thankful to God that I have the ability to communicate with Him through prayer, but that
mhm,
word definitely helps me to combat the enemy. So when he comes and I see his little daggers and he's throwing those swords at me or he's throwing those flaming darts,
mhm.
that's making me feel like I can't do anything. That's making me feel like I'm not good enough. I got the word to combat that, and that word is telling me something
Yes,
contrary to what the enemy is saying to me. So I'm
absolutely.
thankful that you understand the words of prayer and you understand the works of the word, because that's what's going to help us get through. We definitely have to make sure we keep our armor on so we can be
Absolutely.
prepared for the fight that's of this life,
It's
right?
coming. Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah. And that's what
coming.
I told myself that on this journey I'm gonna lose some people and I have to be okay with that. And then on top of that, I have my mindset knowing that the devil is gonna show up. The more that I do for God, the more that God is blessing me, the more that I am moving and doors are opening, the more that the
Mm,
devil's gonna try to show up. And the key thing about it is he's gonna try to show up to people through people that is closest to you. So not
yeah.
only am I praying for me and my journey, but I have to pray for the ones around me too that's close to me, because
Mhm,
he's trying and all he's waiting for is one small sign of
mhm,
weakness. One, just one. You don't even have to open the door. You can crack it and he's going to bust
mhm,
it down if
mhm,
you let him. We have
mhm.
control over that. And
Absolutely.
I have my mindset of being prepared at all times, because I know he's trying and he's going to try to come on through,
Uh-huh.
because God is working in so many ways and opening up doors, and he's big
Yeah.
mad. That's the
A
biggest hater
big
I got.
man.
He's big mad. Hmm.
Superman. What they say, put the cape on because you are Superman. I
Hmm.
kid you not, I have been in that stance and I have been in that posture that I am seeing the works of the enemy. And it is my responsibility and my obligation to make sure that I am completely suited up. There is not one. When you see your military individuals or even your police, they already have their armor. They have
Hmm.
their attire that's going to be on. That's going when they're out there. They got their vest that's on. So if they happen to
Hmm.
get shot at, it's protected. Same thing. We got to make sure that we are completely equipped and we're covered. We got our helmet of salvation on. We got the sword. We got our breastplate of righteousness on. We even got the truth that's going around, and we got to stop lying to ourselves, and
That
start
yes.
believing the truth of the matter and the truth that's in God's word. So I kid you not, even with the shoes that are on our feet, that's peace there. So it's making sure that we are completely equipped, because the enemy is going to definitely come, but we got to know how to have our defense. And it might
Mm-hmm.
hurt a little bit, because I'm sure any tactical devices that you have on, somebody punch you, they shoot you, or do whatever, you gonna feel the blunt of it. It ain't like it's
Absolutely.
completely. I felt that. Oh, I felt when he said that. Oh, I felt that dagger. You pushed me. You hit me. I'ma feel it, but that don't mean that I'm gonna be down. That don't mean
Right.
that I'm out. That don't mean that I'm gonna quit. So I keep, oh girl, you've been inspiring me. Oh, I love it.
Ooh, clock
Tell me
it.
this.
Ain't that what the kids are saying? Clock.
So I don't know which finger to use. I don't
I,
judge me. I,
I,
oh,
I do this with
I felt
girl.
real old in that moment. I don't.
I
Let me
just be
just use
doing
my watch.
anytime.
Clock it. I'll
Right. I
clock
can't
it.
keep up.
I'll be
I
trying
can't.
to. I kid you not, I try to. Tell me this: if there was one word, and not just a word, but if there was a word that you were able to leave with the Hear My Heart family, what's something encouraging that you would leave with us that will help us as we're going through life and we're matriculating through life? What is something that you would leave with our hearts? You have our ears, so we want to hear what's on your heart. Tell
I
us
can
something.
really say a lot, but one word is pray. And I
Ooh,
like to tell everybody keep pushing, keep
mhm.
praising, and keep praying. If keep those three lined up, you can get through anything. You like, and I always and I tell my kids is when you pray to the man upstairs, be specific for what you are needing from him. However, we have to be ready
Ready.
because if you praying for, oh, let me get out of this situation, you're the human side of you, oh, I don't want to leave him or her. I don't want
Mhm.
to hurt. You can't pray for it but not be ready because God's going to show up and it might not be today, tomorrow, next week, next month, but he's going to show up and when he's ready to remove you from that situation, however it is, you have to be ready. And I just tell everybody keep no matter what we're going through, you
Mhm.
have to keep pushing, keep praising him and keep praying
Oh,
and the walls is going to be in front of us, obstacles to where we have to go around. But the thing about it is, God will always make us stronger to
mhm.
jump over the wall or to run around the obstacle.
Mhm.
You just got to trust and believe in Him,
Trust him. Yeah, that's
and
powerful.
and never give up, no matter how hard it gets. Know that if you don't have anyone else, you have Him. If you don't have no one to talk to, you have Him. You can cry to Him. You can sing to Him. You can yell. That's the good part about him is that he sits high and looks low. He knows everything. You don't even have to explain it. You can just say,
Mhm.
Lord Jesus. You know, that's my saying all the time is Lord Jesus. Because he already knows. And that's the good thing about it. But you just can't give up. You
Yeah.
can't give up. And I'm a living testimony. I want to give up so many times. I
Mhm.
was I was just walking around. I felt like I was just here.
Yeah.
And last year was the the darkest year that I've ever had. Ever had.
Mhm.
I've never been so low and so dark.
Mhm.
But God.
Mhm. But
And I'm
God.
here and I feel like mentally this is the best that I've ever felt in a long
Mm.
time. Spiritually, the best that I've ever felt in a long time. And again, I'm prepared for what storms are going to come. I'm prepared for what battle is going to have to be fought. I'm prepared.
Okay. That's dope. Oh, I absolutely love that. That is dope. Thank you for sharing that. I'm grateful. And that, kid you not, if I ain't got nothing else, that prepared. I promise you, that definitely is something that we have to be is prepared. Family, that
Mm.
I kid you not, that was not just a conversation that we just had. That was a testimony. And for those of you that like receipts, there you have it, folks. You heard exactly what it is. Tiffany, thank you so much for your honesty,
Thank
for your strength,
you.
and for your willingness to let God use your story. Because I promise you, somebody heard you today and felt their hope come back.
I was
I
so
kid you
excited,
not.
so excited. And
Oh,
you said
absolutely.
receipts. I just
It
did a
did.
video on receipts. My praise has receipts. That's crazy. See how God
See,
works. I literally just posted a video a couple weeks ago. Our pastor preached about our praise has receipts. My praise has
receipts.
receipts. And our
Absolutely.
testimonies are receipts.
Hmm. Absolutely. And I'm grateful for those receipts because a lot of people like
Mm-hmm.
to see receipts, but they want to see them receipts that are negative. Like, oh, you said this and this ain't matching up to this. And remember when you said this? Yeah, but how long ago did I say that? Has there been growth since then?
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to keep receipts and you want to keep up on my life, keep up on the growth because I am not who I used to be. I'm not who that old individual is. Old things passed away, and behold, all things come new. So don't
Amen.
hold me to that old individual that you knew once before. Don't hold me to the 15-year-old me. Don't hold me to the 18-year-old me. Don't even hold
Mhm.
me to the 40-year-old me. I'm not even, don't even hold me to the 43-year-old me. Okay, yeah, I am that. And I got two grandkids. So don't judge me. Six kids and four and two grandchildren. But nevertheless, however, comma, don't hold me to the old individual that you once knew. Hold me accountable for the things that I'm supposed to be doing. Help me to stay right. Help me to stay on track. If you want to hold something, hold me accountable to do better, not hold me accountable to the old individual. I shouldn't even say hold me accountable, but don't hold me hostage to the old
Mhm.
individual that I once was. We are growing and we are going forward. And if you don't want to grow with me, it's okay. As the songwriter says, so long, bye bye. It's okay. So peace out, peace, see you later. So I am over that. Okay.
Mhm.
Everybody that is watching, I need you to hear me and to hear me clearly, please. Okay. You are not what happened to you, and you are what God is healing you into. Okay. You may have been through the fire, but you're not the ashes. You're the evidence of that. Okay. And I need you to really remember that. If this show blessed you, do me a super huge favor, please. And thank you. You gotta like the video. I would love for you to subscribe to this channel and do us a favor. Share it with somebody who needs to remember that they're not alone. Okay. And if you'll do us a huge favor, comment still standing if you're surviving. All right. Do you have anything else that you want to say to the individuals? Because we about to peace out in here.
To God be the glory. Keep
Come
pushing, keep praising,
on.
keep praying. That's all.
Understood. Well, until the next time, peace in your heart and pressure off your neck in Jesus' name, y'all. I'll say grace and peace.